Napoleon Hill created 13 principles for success after studying 500 of the most successful people in business over a span of 20 years. Desire is the starting point to success and by far the most important of the principles. You have to have a burning desire to accomplish something, and you have to want it with all of your heart and soul. This isn't something that you can create, it's something that's just there, and something that won't go away. If your parents want you to become a doctor, but you have no interest in medicine or treating people or working long hours, then you don't have the burning desire to become a doctor, and you won't be able to generate that desire no matter how important it is to your parents. If you've always loved cars and have always wanted to be an engineer, and it's something that won't go away no matter how many times your parents tell you to become a doctor, then that is your burning desire, or your calling. The next principle is faith. You must have an unwavering faith and belief in yourself that you can accomplish your life goals. Saying no is not an option. If you can dream it, then you can do it. Think about Michael Jordan. He was told that he wasn't good enough to be a basketball player. He didn't let that stop him. He had faith in himself and rose to become the greatest basketball player in history. Auto-suggestion is a method in which you put your subconscious mind to work for you. Write down your goal, a timeline for that goal, and what you are going to offer up in return for achieving that goal. Let's take our engineer example from earlier, and you can do this for any goal that you have. So write down on a piece of paper, I will become an engineer at age 25. And in order to do that, I'm willing to offer 6 years of my life to earn my engineering degree and learn all that there is to learn about cars. Now take this piece of paper and place it somewhere close to your bed and read it out loud before you sleep and again when you wake up in the morning every single day. This will make your subconscious mind work for you. The fourth principle is specialized knowledge. Knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. If you go and become a brain surgeon but refuse to operate, then you have no power because you are not applying your knowledge. So if you already have a skill or a profession, but you aren't using all the tools available to you to be as successful as you can, then think about what's holding you back and work on those things. Imagination allows us to see ourselves in a potential place in the future. For example, a week ago I was imagining myself creating this video, and now I have created the video. My imagination showed me what is possible, and the other principles allowed me to reach my goal in creating the video. Napoleon Hill says that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. Before you begin working on your goal, you have to have an organized plan. A man without a plan is like a ship without a course, having no place to go and disaster being inevitable. So whatever your burning desire is, write down a plan and be realistic about it. The seventh principle is decision. A common attribute of highly successful people is the ability to reach decisions quickly and change them slowly. Unsuccessful people procrastinate regularly and take a long time to make decisions. So in order for you to be successful, you need to conquer procrastination. Persistence is the key difference between success and failure. How many of us have got all of the other principles down but lack in this one? It's too easy to say I'll do it tomorrow because tomorrow becomes next week, then next month, and then never. I'll give you a little tip on what you can do to make yourself more persistent. Create habits for yourself. If your goal is to go to the gym every day, then turn it into a habit. Habits are formed after doing something on a regular basis over a short period of time. The first 7 days that you go to the gym will be rough, there's no doubt about it. But during that time, you've built it into a habit. The 8th day will be easier, the 9th day will be even easier, and then before you know it, you will be doing it every single day. Persistence is the direct result of habit. power of the mastermind is basically synergy. When you work and cooperate with others, you can achieve many more things than if you were to do it alone. You can't become a master surgeon by teaching yourself how to become a master surgeon. You learn from your teachers, you learn from other surgeons, and you learn from your fellow peers. It helps to have a good support system behind you, and the first person on that train should be your wife or your husband. If you have a good, supportive family that encourages you and motivates you, then the chances for success are higher. The subconscious mind is a powerful tool that can be very beneficial to you if you use it the right way. This principle kind of ties in with a few others, but the whole point here is that if you clearly paint a picture in your mind of where you want to be and who you want to be with, and you think of that picture from time to time, then it will be easier and easier for you to achieve it, because your mind is figuring out ways to obtain that goal. For example, if you imagine yourself as a teacher married to a beautiful woman and having 3 children by the age of 35, then your subconscious mind will think of ways of making that happen. The subconscious mind is always active even when you're sleeping. So having said that, the brain is the most powerful tool at your disposal. It is about 100,000 times smarter than any computer that has ever been made, and yet we only use an extremely small portion of it. Take a second and look around you. What do you see? It has all been created by men who are no smarter than you or me. They just took the time to sit down and use their brains. The 13th and final principle is what Napoleon Hill calls the sixth sense. The sixth sense is your temple of wisdom, and it's something that can only be achieved by first mastering all of the other 12 principles. It's the feeling of having mastered and conquered your life goals, and that is Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich.